channel. Today we are doing something special. The day that I'm posting this video, April 6th, is the day that the Spring EP was released back in 2018. Which means that the Spring EP from Wallows is 5 years old now. So with that, my idea with this video is to do a little special reaction. What do I mean by special reaction? Well, this is going to be more of a fun session for us to vibe together to songs that we love. I just thought, well, I could do this video where we can celebrate the 5 years of this EP while hanging out together. So okay, that's one of the elements that I'm bringing with this whole special reaction. The other thing is that the songs that have music videos, then I'm going to add to the reaction, so we have a little visual and we can talk about it, plus little fun facts about the songs that I could find. So without further ado, let's get this party started with our first song, that is Ground.
Something off my list. For now we're stuck at home. Throw out your telephone. Ride with the wolves at night. Straight out of Boys Don't Cry. Crash it and speed away. Scream at the games we play. Speak out in a different language.
Did you guys do that? Talking a different language with your friends when you guys were kids?
We were running to grow up every weekend. Now we're watching the moments as they're leaving.
That's on getting old.
Laugh when I hit the ground. And searching in the dark. Symmetry isn't on. I don't ever wanna go. Living in a memory, nothing to show. But I can't let it get away. Hanging out the window, nothing to say.
That's such a powerful truth, especially with artists. We wanna leave our mark in the world in some way.
Don't let them take away all the games we play. Go on and take a bow, 'cause it's over now.
A bow to my younger self, baby, and to my friends. I miss them.
Speak out in a different language. We were running to grow up every weekend. Now we're watching the moments as they're leaving.
I would say that with Ground, it took some time to grow on me. It's a song that I think with each more listen you come to appreciate more because it connects with deep memories from your past, especially your childhood and teenage self. After all, the Spring EP is just like a little taste of what Nothing Happens was gonna be when it comes to coming of age, right? Okay, now for a little fun fact about the song. This one is from an interview they did with Couple de Man magazine. In Ground, you say, "We're wanting to grow up every weekend, now we're watching the moments as they're leaving." Those lines touch on wanting to grow up fast. Why do you think our generation in particular always wants to grow up faster than they actually do? Dylan answers. A lot of it probably has to do with social media, right? Like being able to admire and look up to people of any age, especially people that are older than them, and trying to rush to get there. Whether it be partying, drinking, smoking weed, or whatever it is, kids just want to grow up and do those things because it's in front of them all the time. The people that they look up to are probably older than them, I feel like. Maybe back when our parents were our age, they probably didn't really have anything to look at or look up to in that way. So they could just enjoy their youth and just focus on the days that they were in. I think it's because there's so much for our kids in their youth to look at now. Do you think we take our youth for granted? Cole answers, yes and no. It's funny, I don't think I was ever one to strive to grow up or anything like that, which is interesting. I always loved childhood and I still do. I wish I was still a child and I love looking back on my childhood and I love cartoons and I love anything that goes with that. Like Mr. Roger Neighborhood, shout out. I just saw the documentary yesterday. Dylan says, it's called Won't You Be My Neighbor? Cole says, that's right. What's funny is someone recently just said, education's wasted on the young, which I thought was interesting. It's kind of out of context with what you just said, but I thought that was interesting because the older you get, probably the more you want to learn information, more than a child would want to learn about space rockets or math. Okay, the next song, it's Only Right. Let me just say that that's my baby. I'm sorry. I do think that it might be my favorite of their whole discography. Whenever I try to make like a top 5 Wallows songs that are my favorite at the moment, this song is always there. But yeah, let's get into it. Come on, how can you just not love this beat instantly?
New ways to spend all my time. Some's gone and some doesn't feel right. I need a new place to stay, and I don't think I'm gonna find it. You say you want, but never will. Just take it back and tell me no. It's easier to be alone than to be lied to.
That line always stuck out so much to me.
Why'd you waste all the time back and forth in my mind? Clean it out, tell me now, was it worth all the doubt? You're not here with me there, can we go through the years? Take you there every night, say that it's only right.
I know the feeling, even though I'm so like, I know the reasons why I'll find myself in that situation and make the choice of like breaking up or something, like, oh, it's so beautiful.
Try to recall the words you said. Can you slip into my dreams and then I'll never wanna wake up. I hear you talk when you're not there. It comes to me from everywhere. Oh, can you leave the rest of me and take my mind?
Oh my god, it's so right on my heart. I need to know. Come on, guys. If you guys went to a Wallows concert and they played this song, how is the experience live? Because I think I will die. I hope that the day that I go to one of their concerts, they're going to play this song because it will be amazing. But like those switch of sounds, like it starts to be a little more toned down, and the whole song is already bittersweet, right? Like just the change of sounds makes it more.
I'm wide awake, it feels like all the time. I need to know if it'll be alright. I'm waiting on another day to fall when you're awake, to hear my call, cause it's, I'm wide awake, it feels like all the time. I need to know if it'll be alright. I'm waiting on another day to fall when you're awake, to hear my call. Why'd you
so cute, it's so beautiful. The little guitar at the end, are you kidding me? Stop, it's too good, it's so good. This is like, for me, one of their most underrated songs. I don't care what you say. No, I do. Like, I do think it's one of more underrated. I mean, you just saw me. That song takes me and leaves me up in the air for something. Why'd you waste all the time back and forth in my mind? Clean it out, tell me now. Was it worth all the doubt? You're not here with me, dear. Can we go through the years, take you there every night, say that it's only right? As a person who sometimes tends to overthink, especially when I might have feelings for someone, it's just so relatable. Like, are you kidding me? It's never worth all the doubt, but like, I will go back and forth in my mind if some things are not clear. I'm wide awake, if it's like all the time. I need to know if it'll be alright. I'm waiting on another day to fall when you're away to hear my call. We have this whole stigma of calling nowadays, right? When you just want to talk to someone, do it. I don't think they would think it's weird. They would be kind of glad that you're calling them. Okay, let's go to the fun fact about the song. This one is also with an interview with Cup the Man. I really like the imagery of the line, "Can you sink into my dreams in It's Only Right?" What were you thinking about when writing that line? Dylan answers, "That was me, huh?" The song is very simple. It's about missing someone or wanting to be with someone, and the only way you can really be with them is probably in your dreams. So it's like, can you please be there? And then I'm just not gonna wanna wake up because I want to be with you. That's cute. Vernon says, it's a good PG-13 lyric. Okay, the next song is Let the Sun In. Come on guys, get ready, that one. Especially if you're a Beatles fan, the vibes are so there.
With you I see the world completely different. With you I need no place to hide.
That's how life should be.
And some would like it best if they're headed for your chest, but I just wanna talk again tonight. And some would be okay just washing you away, but I don't wanna do that anymore, 'cause it's real.
I cannot stress this enough. How this song just does allow the feeling of falling in love and when it gets it right.
And now I know it's real. Oh yes, I know it's real. And now I know it's love. Oh, it's love. Oh, it's love. Just let the sun in. Oh, I know. Oh, it's love. Oh, it's love. Oh, it's love.
I'm sure all hopeless romantics love this song. I'm sorry. If you don't, are you really a hopeless romantic? I'm not sure if I like the word hopeless. Because I hope in love. I'm just fine where I am now. You know. Stop! Stop! Oh my god, but why are the vibes so immaculate in these messages? This also strikes out as a great love introvert song. I don't know. Help me darling, now I'm feeling so lost. And help me darling, now I'm feeling shy. With you I see the world completely different. With you I need a place to hide. The whole thing with love is just that it's good to have someone by your side, in the sense like you have a companion, someone that it's your partner, and it takes a little that weight of the world off your shoulders that we so live in, right? I personally try to stay positive, but I just love how the song conveys that side of just like having someone that makes the world feel more at ease when you guys are together. And some would like it best if they had it for your chest, but I just wanna talk again tonight. And some will be okay just washing you away, but I don't wanna do that anymore. Cause it's real, cause the game is over, because we finally confessed to each other and we are in love. Going from like some will like it best if they had for your chest, but I just wanna talk again tonight, like give me that. Like, sure, loving acts are nice too, just talking, it's something else. Getting to know the person, ooh, that is sexy. Okay, let's go to our fun fact about the song. This one comes from Euphoria magazine. Cole says, I like Let the Sun In. My friend Danny recorded the trumpet lines, and him being in the studio was really hilarious to me. It just reminds me of Danny. He's a good guy, and it was really fun having him in the studio. He brings such an energy. He is a good little guy. Okay, the next track is These Days. A classic. I said it. 5 years old, but a classic. In this one, we have the music video, so let's just get right to it. Hi guys! Oh my god, they're so different from how they look like now. Of course they are, but still.
Your way. I'm tryna understand these days. I need to know if you're feeling it, or I'm wasting my time. Your way.
The girl's so pretty.
Every second
Oh my
with
god,
them, you take it.
he looks so baby. He looks so big, like young.
1,000 times that space left in my bed from when you stayed the night. We were fucked up, but just to make sure I slept on my side. I still wake up wishing you were there when I open my eyes.
But that's a cool shot.
Understand these days. You're taking what you're giving. Your mother don't approve of the way that
You guys are
you've been
really
living.
hurt, eh?
She says he puts you through it.
Oh, this part's
I
like
should've let him do it. And if there
Lego.
is a space left in
Lego.
your head,
Oh my god, cold are just doing like this for the drums.
I'm trying to understand these days. Your ways. I'm trying to understand these days. I need to know.
The fact that like the guy brought the guitar for them to continue to play, like you guys don't need help. The show must go on.
I'm trying to understand these days.
Hey girl, all in orange.
Know if you're feeling it.
Damn, those eyes.
Your way
Oof.
or mine.
And out. Like, stop with that. I didn't ask for you guys to freaking serenade in front of my house. Stop with that. The fact that this song became a staple of Wallows, it's crazy. But like, is there a more relatable thing to say? Your way. I'm trying to understand these days. I need to know if you're feeling it or I'm wasting my time. Your way or mine. Okay, let's get to our facts about the song. This comes from an interview with Variance magazine, where it says, on these days, John wanted to have a different drum beat. John is the producer for this EP. A swing drum beat or whatever, so we recorded the song that way and it was all good. And we didn't really have any time to process it. But 2 days later, we all listened to it and John really loved it and we were like, no, no, no. And one day he was out with the flu and we were in the studio with his assistant and we re-recorded the drums. And when he came back, we said, John, we re-recorded the drums. He was like, of course. Then he heard it and was like, okay. He was so chill. We all shared and talked about these ideas and he shot some of our ideas down too. This other little fun fact comes from Campo de Main magazine. A lot of the writing on the EP refers to the goings on in your mind. Why not the plays in my head and back and forth in my mind and it's only right and my mind is open wide in these days. Do you find that most of your songwriting is based on your own experiences and thoughts in your mind? Braden answers, yes, I do. I think it has a lot to do with things you've experienced, things you've lived through, and also just streams of consciousness. I've realized recently that half the lyrics I ever sing are literally just streams of consciousness. I don't think about them, I don't write them out or anything, and I think that's kind of where the weird thing happens, where you don't know how that happens. You just sing words and somehow they make sense. Like 1980s horror film, those lyrics didn't really change at all. I just sang that song when I sat down to write it. It's weird, it comes from a place I don't even know. Our next song is 1980s horror film. And listen, some of you are going to come for me, but I'm going to listen to the second version. The one that has the music video, and it's the one that they perform at shows from what I've seen. Not that the acoustic version is not as lovely as it is, because the acoustic version definitely gives a more bittersweet feeling to the song, but I wanted to add the music video, so I'm going to be doing that. I'm sorry to anyone who's waiting for the acoustic version, but I hope that you have fun as well. Look at that room!
She was only 17.
Come on, guys.
Oh, why are girls in songs always 17?
I don't know him. I really don't know.
She was from a movie scene.
Damn, is she an actress? I would love for her to be a director though.
In my head all day.
Also, let me get this out of the way. Verdi in this particular video,
She walked me back into her room, but just to see a 1980s horror film.
oh, I was so scared. I'm sure you were.
She had the curtains down, so there was no glare. She pulled up a chair and gave me the bed.
Nice quote, nice
And all
vision.
these crazy things went through my head.
I'm sure you're right. Like, have you found yourself in that situation? I don't know what
To say, she was sitting there.
It looks like they're having so much fun with music video though. Really nice.
Jamie,
Hi Jamie.
I don't know what to say.
See,
You,
I really don't.
I feel you're always on my mind.
Please get out of my mind.
Now that I know
Oh, that's so funny. Hey.
taking the long way round in my mind. It's not right. I can't help the way I feel anymore. And I need to ask you, Jamie, oh, can it be that you feel this way too? She came and laid with me. I looked into her eyes and tried to make her mine, but then she said, I'm really not that into guys.
Defeat, my man. Defeat. It's oh, the pain, yes, babes. Okay, you guys didn't need to add that last shot. You could have ended with them doing this. Why did you add that sexy stare at the end of the video? Rock on. That's right. Rock on. Echo! Hey! But yeah, clearly inspired of the 80s aesthetic in music videos, and I love that. It tells a whole little story, and I love when songs do that. And from what I've been seeing on social media of the shows, the guys have been really having fun with that song. Did you guys see that thing that Braden's starting to jump at every time the song like will get more excited? Little fun fact, let's go. This one comes from an interview with Variance magazine. One of my favorite songs of the EP is 1980s horror film. I like its Morrissey vibe and that clever twist at the end. It's very of the moment. Who came up with that song? Braden answers. Technically, I did. In my room, randomly, out of nowhere, I was thinking about Norwegian Wood by the Beatles and the guitar riff. This song has that similar song structure, and I wanted to write the story in a way that starts to unravel things for the narrator. John took it to another level in the studio with the production. What was an acoustic song, we laid it down that way. John then said, let's go get freaky. We started putting sub bass on it, strings at the end, and violin. It just took a life of its own. This other little fun fact comes with an interview with Capo de Main magazine. Braden, in 1980s horror film, you sing She Was Only 17, or why are girls in songs always 17? What do you think it is about that age that is so significant that it's always romanticized in songwriting? Braden answers, God, who knows? I think it sings very well, 17. It's better than 15 or 27. She was just 27. That's weird. There's a song by Kings of Leon called 17. I saw her standing there by the Beatles, everything. 17 is like the dream number. 17 is just what everyone's always singing about. Dylan says, that line was taking the stereotype of the age and flipping it on its head, I feel. Cole says, just like posing that exact question. Braden says, it was actually inspired by I saw her standing there. The original rough lyric was literally that. 17 was actually the original title of I Saw Her Standing There. Fun fact of the day. Brandon answers, yeah, that's right. Dylan says, really? That's so funny. Okay guys, we got to the last song of the EP, that is Pictures of Girls, another Wallows staple at this point. The drums in this track. Ooh, the guitar solo, go. The guitar riff.
I see the end. You wait for nothing. You and I, we
know, that's iconic to him nowadays. That, like, seeing him here with the shaved head.
I see you there, still shy, but smiling. Now I find it hard to remember all the times I've tried to forget her. I am hanging on for something real, 'cause pictures of girls are not for me. You see,
Let's go, guys.
you should be down in Hollywood.
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 You should be down in
You
Hollywood.
should be down in
Hey, what? What just happened there? You can hold a straight face, right? Yeah.
You should be down in Hollywood.
should be down in Hollywood.
You should be down in Hollywood.
Should be down in Hollywood.
Oh, guys, the start of everything! If you guys from that time could look at yourself now, you wouldn't believe it.
Should be down in Hollywood.
Woo! So excited! With rhythm! I'm sorry, why was our boy Braden without his shoes in that part? I love that, like, we can all take that line, you should be down in Hollywood, and take it to ourselves, like, if you want to be there or something, or even, it doesn't have to be Hollywood, but like, you should be down doing your thing and living your dreams. Let's go to our fun facts with this song. This one comes with an interview with Idolator. What is Pictures of Girls about? Dylan answers. For me, it's about the fear of moving into adulthood. It's about the fear of losing innocence and leaving your youth behind. In that song, it's reflected in a metaphor with the city versus the suburbs. Moving to the city, leaving your youth behind in the suburbs, just not wanting to do that. More specifically, being into someone who has already moved onto their adulthood, or moved to the city, whereas you don't want to leave your home in the suburbs. The line, you should be down in Hollywood, it sounds like such a catchy thing to say, but really, in a lyrical sense, it means that I'm gonna be here, but you should go to the city. You belong there. Braden says, what's cool is that that's Dylan's interpretation of it, because that line to me does mean you should be down in Hollywood. It's funny because it shows that there are different ways to interpret the song, because I wrote that line, I sang that line. I just thought it was something cool to say. There was no meaning behind it whatsoever. I just randomly started singing that. And lastly, this other fun fact comes from an interview with All Things Loud. Braden says, it's not often, but there's 2 or 3 movies which have inspired the music, which are Call Me By Your Name and Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Like the art scene in that film, I watched that scene, turned off the sound and tried to write my own guitar part over it. Dylan says, really? Braden says, yeah, that's how Pictures of Girls came about. And that was the Spring EP special reaction. I hope that you enjoyed this and that you had a really great time with it, especially if you're a Wallows fan. The guys are just amazing, really cool, and they are really thriving, and it's really cool to see it. Even though they're just guys who likes to make music, happily they get to do that for a living. Tell me in the comments if you like this format, and maybe I'll bring another album that I really enjoyed it. But for now, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!